Welcome to Module 3. We are finally going to be getting into the group project portion of this course. For the majority of your group project, you will be analyzing a series of financial statements for two companies and completing a type of financial ratio analysis. So in Chapter 4, we start getting into our profitability analysis ratios. As you're working through this module and getting familiar with the different components that are involved, keep in mind a few things. Formulas can differ from textbook to textbook, so it is very important that you are using our textbook that's assigned in the syllabus in order to complete this project and also to study for your exam. Also, in this module, you will be taking a proctored midterm exam. Currently, there will be about 11 questions from each chapter. You will not be provided with a formula sheet. So those formulas that are included on your group project, I would make sure that you know those formulas. Now, also, as you are doing the group project component, and you're doing those ratios for the companies that you are probably going to have to pull from the SEC website, which you should know how to do because you have completed Module 1. Keep in mind that it is going to be a little messy. So far, whenever you learned about financial ratios, probably back in Financial Accounting 2, you just kind of touched the tip of the iceberg. You didn't get into really the in-depth version of what is there. It's going to feel very messy. You're going to see a lot of line items on the balance sheet and income statement. You're probably like, I don't even know what that is. So I do expect you to use some external resources along with your textbook in this one in order to kind of research what certain line items are. So for example, if you saw a line item like goodwill, you're like, I don't know what goodwill is. Well, you could start with your textbook, take a look there, but then don't be afraid to go onto the web to get a little bit of a better understanding of what goodwill would be. So in this case, you are going to have to use some professional judgment. It's not going to be as clean as we usually are in academics because now we're actually applying some of the stuff that we've learned. So I do expect it to be a little messy for quite a few of you. Keep in mind, this is a learning experience. So learning is never really supposed to be all that clean in the first place if we're really learning something that's going to help us for when we enter, the real world. So don't be afraid to kind of collaborate a lot with your group mates, make professional judgments. If you do make a professional judgment in your group project, just let me know why you made that judgment. So if you're like, oh, I decided to use this asset in my quick ratio, which isn't this chapter, it'll be a latter chapter, but I decided to use this asset in my quick ratio rather than this one, and this is why. I just want to see your thought process on why and just make sure that has a good business viewpoint. Okay? Other than that, I do have the ebook up. Let me go to pages 237 here. 237 to, I think, 239 of our textbook. It does have some specifics on retailers. So if you are perhaps the Clorox versus Procter & Gamble, or maybe even the Walmart versus Target, you might want to go ahead and start taking a little look at these. They even kind of talk about some of the information for Target and Walmart here, although the information is a little outdated because obviously printing textbooks does take a while. But if you're doing the Spirit versus Delta, there's some information on airlines. So I would go ahead and take a look at these pages a little bit more closely to see if perhaps the companies that your group is analyzing is in here. Maybe it can give you some extra guidance on what maybe you should be keeping in mind as you're going through these. All right. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions. We do have the Ask the Class forum, which I hope everyone click the little subscribe button on there so they get emails whenever someone posts in there. If you have any questions, let me know, and happy studying. Good luck, guys.